They don't want none. They don't want none of Otis. Tom Kenny here with you. Sports Hit List by the fans for the fans. Big, huge, mega Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Live from the corporate office, from the bottom floor to the top floor. Can you break through the glass ceiling? Can you climb the ladder? Can you grab the briefcase? Money in the Bank.
So an interesting feel to it, since we still are practicing social distancing. No fans allowed in the stands. So this is a new and innovative, creative way. I believe both men's and women's will start at the bottom of WWE headquarters and work their way to the top of the building to retrieve both briefcases.
It's time for the Outlaws' predictions for Money in the Bank 2020, in which I will be crowned the inaugural champion.
It's the true king of the Sports Hit List, David Evans here, back with another prediction video. And now I know, before anybody says, yes, WrestleMania, it was a little bumpy. It was a little bumpy road here and there, but that's fine, okay? Because we went into a WrestleMania without a crowd, so I wasn't sure what to be expecting. I predicted as if the crowd was still there.
What's up, guys? It's Mike from the Sports Hit List. I'm here to give you my predictions on the Money in the Bank pay-per-view 2020.
Men's Money in the Bank match. Now, as much as, the little child inside of me is fighting for Otis, like, come on, Otis, get over the hump, prove them all wrong, and do what you're made to do, grab the briefcase, become a champion. And as much as, my personal favorite, Daniel Bryan, is always going to be there, I'm going to be rooting for him, and you have the dangers of AJ Styles and even King Corbin there, I still think the man from Amsterdam, Aleister Black, takes Money in the Bank this Sunday. He climbs the ladder, he grabs the briefcase, Black Mass out of nowhere, and you have a new champion. I think that's the best way to go with it. I think that's the best way to book it. Aleister Black, Money in the Bank, champion.
As far as for the men's Money in the Bank is concerned, I would like Aleister Black to win. I think he's the clear-cut favorite, and he's been getting a push, and he deserves it. But knowing WWE, I don't know if he's going to win. I would say AJ Styles wins. I'm predicting AJ Styles. I think AJ Styles will come out the victorious for the men's Money in the Bank. For some reason, I just have that feeling, and I could totally see him going to feud on with Drew McIntyre.
My prediction is a bit of an outlier, kind of. That is Aleister Black. Aleister Black needs this victory, and if he doesn't get this, it'll be wasted. Like, you don't give it to AJ, because AJ got shoehorned in. There's no way he's winning. Aleister Black is my pick.
Honestly, in the most Vince McMahon way, it was really a toss-up, but I really feel like they're going to have King Corbin walk away with that briefcase. As much as I would really want Aleister Black, I only see King Corbin walking away with the briefcase.
As for the men's, AJ Styles, he just lost his friends, his brothers, because they got fired. It's not fair. He's not happy. They want to keep their top star happy, and they're going to keep their top star happy by giving him the Money in the Bank.
Going on to the women's matches, I would love to see... women's Money in the Bank. We have Asuka, we have Nia Jax, we have Shayna Baszler. Those are the top three in the women's match for me. It doesn't take away from what the other three can do, but I don't see those other three as a threat. But those top three right there are your big threat. Now, Nia Jax coming back winning, that would be great. She's a monster. She can just run through the division with that briefcase. She just came back. She got that fresh shine. Asuka, I think, really, I know she's had heavyweight title runs, but I would love to see more from Asuka. I would love to see Asuka with the briefcase. I think she'd be really entertaining. But in the end of the day, what's best for business? Getting the title off Becky and putting it on Shayna for that rematch from WrestleMania.
I don't know. There's a mixture of a lot of different characters in there. Nia Jax is returning. You have Asuka, Shayna Baszler. So, Carmella's in there. I think it's Dana Brooke's time. I truly, honestly do. I think Dana Brooke has that edge. I think Dana Brooke needs that. Carmella's already won it. Asuka's already had the championship. Nia Jax has. Shayna Baszler didn't win at WrestleMania. So I kind of believe it's Dana Brooke's turn. So I'm going Dana Brooke for the women's ladder match. Dana Brooke.
I will be predicting, out of the 6 women that are in this match, Asuka. At the way she's been running as a heel, as a trollish heel, so to say, I think she is destined to win. With that briefcase, she can have a whole lot of fun tricking and playing pranks on the unsuspected champion.
Refer to my notes because a good man always carries notes with him. That's how you win the game. You take notes and you learn and you adapt. I'm going with, as for the winner, I'm going with Asuka. Asuka makes the most possible sense. She seems like they can have the most fun with her within the contest, within WWE, with her winning, her confronting Becky, who's supposed to be returning to Raw that Monday. So I feel like they need somebody to confront her, and who better than with Asuka? Because I feel like with Asuka, you could have a lot of fun with her.
For the women's side, it's going to be Shayna Baszler. Simple. She lost at Mania. She needs to get her credibility back by winning the Money in the Bank contract.
Heading on to the men's world title matches here, as we have two of them. Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman. Here's my only... Well, what might be my only title change of the night. I do think Bray Wyatt defeats Braun Strowman. I think Braun Strowman's title reign is a short one. I'm not saying they can't go further with this program, but I don't see how you have the Fiend go through all these trials and tribulations and then have that. What took me some time to sink in, but I will admit was a good Firefly Funhouse match at WrestleMania. Regardless of how I feel about cinematic matches put aside, that match was good and did serve its purpose. And I don't know how you can have Bray lose after that. So, I know we've been saying that, and we had Hell in a Cell, and anything that happened in WWE, still, Bray Wyatt. Running next, Drew versus Seth. I love this. I think it's going to be a great match. I think it's going to be top quality action, but, honestly, Drew wins with the Claymore.
I can see Drew McIntyre retaining, and then that sets up the feud between AJ Styles attempting to cash in. Maybe he tells us he's going to cash in, and that could be your SummerSlam match or another pay-per-view match coming up. You have the Bray Wyatt versus Braun Strowman. Bray just won the championship, so I totally don't see him dropping it just yet. I think that feud continues on. Maybe a disqualification somewhere where Braun retains the championship.
And I predict Drew McIntyre. Drew just got this title. He is not dropping it to Seth. That'll be a stupid decision on WWE's part, be it. We all know how WWE is. Now, the Universal Championship match. I predict Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman also just won this title. He's not dropping it to Bray Wyatt. It'll be stupid. It'll be pointless.
That's easy. Drew McIntyre. And then you got Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt. And on paper, that looks like a tough match. But in actuality, I think I'm going to go with Braun Strowman winning. Because he's not versing The Fiend, but he is versing Bray Wyatt. And where they can have a lot of fun with that since it's pre-recorded, I believe. So I feel like through some weird Firefly Funhouse way, I feel like they're not going to take the title off of Braun just quite yet.
Seth just got the title match out of nowhere. I don't really see why they gave it to him. Nevertheless, the champion never loses his belt after the first month he won it. So Drew is coming out the winner. And now we have ourselves Braun Strowman against Bray Wyatt. Now, keep in mind, I said Braun Strowman against Bray Wyatt. Not The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. If it were The Fiend, it'd be a different story. But because it's against Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman's coming out the winner.
Bayley versus Tamina. It's good to see Tamina get some shine, get that title match. I don't think she's had a title match in 8 or 9 years. So, congratulations, Tamina. I hope it's a great match, but obviously, I'm going with Bayley here.
I definitely see Bayley retaining her championship. I don't see Tamina becoming champion. It'd be great to see her as champion. I'd love to see different faces, but I think they're kind of leading, like, we want to see Sasha Banks versus Bayley. I think that's leading towards SummerSlam. So, for the championship. So, I definitely see Bayley retaining.
My prediction is Tamina. Tamina is going to win this, hands down. It's her time. They're going to give her this title, and we can finally have a perfect fairy tale ending to Tamina's run as a women's wrestler. She has never touched a title in her life. She has never come close to a title. I think this is her moment. This is her time. It's obvious. Tamina's going to win.
While Tamina has been on the roster for a long time, I feel like they're not going to take the title off of Bayley because this is going to be a slow burner between Bayley and Sasha. So through nefarious means, we're going to see Bayley retain the SmackDown Women's title.
Again, after 400 plus days, I still don't buy this whole Haley. But Haley, the heel Bayley, just doesn't make any sense to me. And then you got Tamina, who's technically also a heel. So this is an interesting dynamic. But I'm going with Bayley because Sasha's going to be the only one to take that belt off her.
And then the Fatal 4-Way Tag Match. That one is the wild card, I think, of this pay-per-view here because, you know, you could always have the New Day retain. Granted. You could have the least likely option, in my opinion, Morrison and Miz, you know, get their titles back. I don't see that happening. But then you have two interesting kind of wild cards here. You have the Wild Sons, the Forgotten Sons, the brand new shiny toy here, WWE, the new tag team. I know WWE, you know, Viking Raiders, Street Profits likes to get their their tag titles on a new team right away to get them over. But you also have Lindsay Dorado, Grand Metalik, you have Lucha House Party, who never did get a title run. And if there's any way WWE likes to legitimize kind of like lower tag teams and try to bring up a little bit, it's with the tag title reign. So that with the B team, so that with a bunch of tag teams. So I think they could do that with Lucha House Party. Still, you know, I think it's going to be one of those two. It's a toss-up, 50-50. I'm going to go with the New Day. New Day retains.
I could see New Day retaining the championship there. So nothing at ill thought.
And I need to think. I am thinking upon this. The Fatal 4-Way SmackDown Tag Team Championship match between New Day, Miz, and Morrison. The Lucha Brothers and the Forgotten Sons. This is an extremely hard pick for me, but my pick is Lucha House Party. It's time for them to get a title. I think it will be an amazing run. You have them feud with the New Day. They could put on spectacular matches.
I'm going for the New Day because I personally feel like the New Day still have a lot to go for, and I feel like they have a feud building with the Forgotten Sons that can blow off in a better way with Xavier Woods being inside the mix when he comes back. So until then, I got the New Day. And then next for the Raw Tag Team Championships, I got the Street Profits because while the Street Profits have been on an amazing run, I feel like they have a lot of momentum, they have a lot of energy, and then they also, in terms of the t-shirt revenue and sales, they still have a lot to offer.
Forgotten Sons are coming out the winner in this. They've just been built up so strong to the point in which you got to give them something. They never won the NXT titles, but this is their opportunity to now be the most dominant tag team in the whole roster of the tag team division, which includes Raw and NXT. So let's see what happens, but Forgotten Sons are my pick.
I'm looking forward to it. It's a different vibe. I guess they're going to do the theatrical. I know my guy Tom Kenny's not in favor of it, but he's still going to watch, and we are fans, and we're just doing the best we can to get through this social distance era of pro wrestling. So kudos to Money in the Bank. I'm excited to watch, and everyone's got a price when it comes to Money in the Bank.